How about them Bengals? A close game came upon us Sunday between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Also on the NFC side between the LA Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. With the matchup being the Bengals versus the LA Rams, I'm here, the Eagles Perch team, Mason, MJ, and me. Let's kick this off with your views on last week's loss to the Bengals. So let's kind of discuss the Chiefs and Bengals game here.
So what I had saw was, I was like in the middle of my shift or whatever, so my boss was kind of playing it on like the speaker, and at first, I heard like the Chiefs came out and, they scored in the first drive, and then they continued to score, and the Bengals are only at like 3 points, and I think the first half or so, either they were at 3 or 10 points, and then it just kind of continued from there, and then the Bengals had a lot of stops, and then their offense kind of took over. Um, yeah.
What about you, MJ? Would
I'm not gonna lie, I went to sleep at halftime because I thought the game was over, and then I woke up and I found out the Bengals won and watched the highlights, and they just locked up Mahomes on defense. He had some bad turnovers at the end of the game, which cost him the game, and Bengals went down and kicked the field goal to win the game.
So yeah, I would kind of agree. I was kind of watching the game a little bit. Kind of didn't watch the first half. I would peek outside when my parents were watching the game, just see what's going on. And I saw it was 21-3, so I kind of just chilled in my room, because I thought the game was over. I thought the Chiefs were going to do what they usually do. But then I just hear my mom out there screaming touchdown because we're not Chiefs fans, but I live in Kansas City, so I gotta respect how they play. It was a hell of a game, and then I see it come down to overtime, just like how it was against the Bills, except the Bengals came up with that crucial interception and came out with a victory with the last second field goal. So, what are your opinions about the game?
I feel as though the game was, you know, overall, I felt like it was, a pretty good game and everything. There was nothing that was really, too unfair or anything like that. There was, some points where you were like, man, why was that called this, that, and the other. But I only really heard it from, the like radio standpoint, so I didn't really hear, or see like what was really going on because, I was in the middle of my shift and all I was hearing was, oh, a touchdown. This person got a touchdown. That person got a touchdown. So, I mean, but I thought it was a pretty fair game all over.
What about you, MJ?
I think that it was a great game. The Chiefs showed like they real life need a defense. They have no defense at all, and sometimes Mahomes just has to take what the defense gives him because there were just sometimes he was just throwing the ball down the field for no reason, you know, running around in the pocket trying to do too much when he just needs to take his checkdowns. And the Chiefs got a lot to work on, and I really like the Bengals going into the Super Bowl. They got a very explosive offense, like three great receivers, a good running back, a great quarterback, a pretty decent defense. So I think it'll be an exciting Super Bowl.
Yeah, I have to say my opinions. I would have to agree with you, MJ. The Chiefs kind of really showed up in the first half, and then I don't know. I feel like that confidence got to him a little more. Just used to beating up on teams like the Bengals. But the regular season matchup, the same thing happened. Cincinnati won by a last-second field goal. So I feel like kind of history repeated itself, and those Bengals came in knowing what was going to go on and how hard they needed to fight to come out and go to the Super Bowl. All right, now let's move to the predictions for Super Bowl 56, LA Rams versus Cincinnati Bengals.
All right, so me being a Steelers fan and everything, I feel as though it's more of a I don't want to see Cincinnati win just because we're like the same conference and everything. So I don't necessarily want to see them win. Do I think they have a really good team? Yeah, but also the Rams have kind of been like a top tier team all season. They have one of the best defenses, and they have like a really good offense as well. And, everybody's starting to, pick up on little things. And, you know, you got Cooper Kupp is literally, one of the only receivers to have, like, what was it, 1,000+ yards in, like, I think it was like 5 seasons or something straight. So, I mean, only one receiver has done that, and it's been him. So, I mean, I feel like he's that guy. He's definitely that guy.
I think if the Bengals want to win, they got to contain Cooper Kupp and Odell, and they're going against the best defense in the NFL. I mean, Aaron Donald is a problem. Von Miller off the edge. Jalen Ramsey as a corner. I mean, it's going to be a tough game, but then again, Matthew Stafford, he has his problems throwing the ball down the field some games, so we'll see how that pans out. But me personally, I want Matthew Stafford to get a Super Bowl ring. And, Joe Burrow and all the Bengals players, they got a long career ahead of them. Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey are 2 great players, always top 10 in the NFL. They deserve a ring. Matthew Stafford deserves a ring. So I got to rock with the Rams on this one.
I'm on the same page with Mason. I'm a Steelers fan myself. I wouldn't be too happy to see a team from my conference win the Super Bowl, but, it'd honestly be amazing to see the Cincinnatis pull off this amazing playoff run and really come out on top. But I don't know, that LA Rams defense is looking like unstoppable. And their offense has been on pace. They're connecting everywhere. Matthew Stafford's getting them the ball. But I'm really looking forward to that Jamar Chase and Jalen Ramsey matchup if that's what happens. So I'm looking to see how those two contribute to the game and see if the Bengals can get their offense going and really keep that Rams offense under contain and stop that Rams defense. So I feel like the Rams are going to come out on top on this one. So this was your Super Bowl 56 predictions, and this is your Eagle Squawk. So we'll see you.